What's up, guys? This is going to be my last minute breakdown for the PFL Championships coming up in a couple hours now. 7 p.m. start time. We got 6 world titles up for grabs, $6 million. So, potential for some really exciting fights. Not only can these fighters become champion, but also a millionaire in the same fight. So I'll definitely be watching. If you haven't watched PFL in the past, now would be the time. The whole season builds up to the championships tonight on New Year's Eve. And there's some lines that are way off. So I will highlight those real quick. First, we got Alex Gilpin at anywhere from 7 to 9 to 1. He has 2 losses to Palmer in the past, but he had some moments in those fights. He's no slouch. He is up and coming and has some notable wins. So not sure why the line's like this. I'm sure it's the public betting it up, but it's way off. Also, Larisa Pacheco, she did lose a decision to Kayla Harrison earlier in the season as well, but she's coming off an impressive win over Sarah Kaufman, and she's definitely a tough girl. So, not only that, she's been asking for the rematch. She's really hungry for the fight, confident she can win. So, yeah, I was surprised to see this up as high as 10 to 1 as well. And then another line that's just disrespectful. We got Jared Roshold almost 5 to 1. Now, Ali Asayev is an Olympic wrestler, so I think that reflects in the odds, but Jared's an All-American, so, he's no slouch either. He has 27 professional fights to Asayev's 8, so definitely an experience gap there as well. I would put Jared Roshold probably at 2.2 dog odds would be accurate. And then for Pacheco, maybe 3 to 1, and Palmer and Gilpin. So probably 3 or 4 to 1 would be accurate at the most for those two. And they're up, at least double that. So what I'm most likely going to do for this card, guys, is just take a unit or so and just throw, $25 on a few of the lines that are off. Back in the day on New Year's, I'd easily go out and party and blow a few hundred. Now that I'm, retired and I'm home with the family, I figured just throwing a bit of money on some dogs might be the thing to do to make the fights exciting. But there's no real value here. David Mashhad started out at 2.5. There's a bit of value there, and even Loic Razbadov, I think it was, now sorry for butchering the names, guys, but I think Razbadov started off at 3.2. So there was a little bit of value in these two lines when they opened, because I wouldn't be surprised to see either of them win. Mashhad, is going to probably try to get it to the ground. Ray Cooper kind of reminds me of a Mike Perry style fighter, where he has that power to end the fight at any time, but there are some holes in his game. So Mashhad's going to look to expose those, but wouldn't be surprised to see Cooper get a knockout in that fight. But I will say, Mashhad maybe by decision. And then Razbadov, wouldn't be surprised to see him win either. So definitely potential for some good fights there. Now, I want to talk about Nathan Schultz real quick. He's a really well-rounded fighter, really good jiu-jitsu, but he hasn't really blown me away in any of his fights, right? One of those fighters that's good everywhere, really good, like I said, with jiu-jitsu, but again, not somebody that I have in confident parlay picks or anything like that. Stay away from him, pretty much. So we'll move on. Jordan Johnson and Emiliana Swordy, another one I wanted to talk about real quick. So Jordan Johnson, he has a lot of UFC experience. He's more of a wrestler, so I think he's going to try to get Swordy to the ground. Swordy has a lot of power in his hands, and when you do try to take him down, he likes to throw those hammer fists, elbows. He's not going to make it easy for you to get a takedown. You're going to go through some damage. So another one where the line is accurate. I could see it going either way. It's a really good fight. And then Brendan Logan, I had him paired up with a couple options from the Bellator card. So he was higher than this. I think it was 1.22 at the time. So somebody's bet him up as well. But he was a confident pick. But outside of that, no real confident picks on this card. For all the title fights, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go either way. So that's why I'm so surprised to see the odds where they're at. But for 2020, guys, we will get back to the strict strategy. Throwing the money at the dogs here, guys, is, it's definitely risky. So I wouldn't recommend it to the guys that are building up their bankrolls, of course, and using that strategy, unless you have some extra, disposable income. Because, as much as the lines are off, it could be one of those cards where all the favorites come through. But I will wrap it up here, guys. I just wanted to put this out and kind of give you guys an idea of what some of the fighters brought to the table, the lines that were off and things like that. I don't know if there's going to be live betting. It might be something I'm interested in if I see it come up. But as of right now, I think it's just the straight bets. I don't think there's even any over-unders or anything like that. So the next video I put out will be the recap for the week after this event. So probably tomorrow or the following day I'll put that out. And then an early play for the UFC will be coming along with the breakdown video. So I won't wait until, you know, the regular time to drop that breakdown. It will come out early, give you guys an opportunity to put in some bets if you are interested for the next card. So there is still a bit of a break. Hope you guys have a happy new year. Definitely drive safe. And I appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I'll see you on the next one.